How's it going, everybody? Dan Gordon here. I'm just going to go through and show some really simple warm-up movements that I do before I do pretty much any training session. This is super important, especially as we get older. We need to make sure that our bodies are warmed up properly, because if we don't, there's a high chance that we're going to cause ourselves injuries. So it's very simple. It's just something to just get in good habits to do at the beginning of every session. So we're going to do dynamic warm-ups. Now, you don't need to follow this strictly, but this can be for a pull session, a push session, a leg session, a full body workout, anything. The idea is that we just want to get the blood flowing, get our body moving, get the joints limbered up a bit. And again, what I tend to do is I don't overthink it. I'm just making sure that I'm moving in lots of different ways, moving my arms. And it's going to be dynamic, meaning that we're moving. We're not doing these static stretches. These kind of stretches are generally best for the end of a session, which we can do in another video. But to start with, this is going to be at the beginning of your session. So it's always a good idea to do some light jogging. Don't go too crazy. The idea is we don't want to tire ourselves out. We just want to get the blood flowing, get the energy flowing. Shake the arms out. Move from side to side. Move our knees, twist our ankles, roll them like this, roll them like that. So yeah, the idea is we're not trying to tire ourselves out, we're just moving, and obviously depending on where you are, where you're exercising, will depend on how long you need to do a workout for. You know, if you're in a hot climate and you're working outside, your body's going to be a lot warmer, whereas if you're living in a cold country, for example, when I was living in England, I used to train in my garage most of the time, and it was super cold. I used to go in fully clothed with a woolly hat half the time. So it did take me a lot longer to warm up. By the end of it, I was, you know, minimal clothing, moving around, but it took a lot longer to actually get the body warm. And again, we want to always start our workouts by not going too intense. We want to make sure that we're building up that intensity. So some jogging, put the arms in the air, do some squats, touch the ground, do some twists. We don't need to overcomplicate it. I'm just going to encourage you as well just to move. That's the main thing. It doesn't need to be a set way. Just as long as you're doing some of the basic patterns, which will be twisting, lifting your arms up, doing some squats, doing some jumps, warming your feet up, shaking your hands, finish with a good shake, and I think you're pretty much good to go. So make sure that you're doing something like this at the beginning of your workouts. Let me know how you get on. Is this something that you neglect, or is it something that you are prioritizing? Have you noticed the difference when you don't warm up compared to when you do? Let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Make sure that you give this video a like. If you haven't already subscribed, please give it a subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Woo!